Hello, everybody, and welcome to Massillon's Paul Brown Tigers Stadium for the Division I state semifinal game between 12-1 Mentor and 12-1 Canton McKinley. Along with Greg Fry, former Ohio State quarterback, I'm Dave Bacon, and Greg, you look at this, and both of these teams have worked very hard to get right here, one win away from a state championship game.
You're right, Dave. Both teams come in on a roll. They've won a lot of games to get to this point, but they want to advance to next Saturday night's final at Canton Fawcett Stadium for all the marbles in the state of Ohio in Division I.
Now, Mentor got to this game with a big win in the regional final over Warren Harding. They won by 10 points and really did a nice job mixing up the run and the pass as we take a look at the Mentor Cardinals. Led on the ground by Phil Deitman. He's run for over 1,000 yards. They have a nice run-pass mix. Bart Tansky, the quarterback, has 5 receivers, each of whom have at least 17 catches on the year. They run a spread offense, and Bart Tansky spreads it around. As we mentioned, they won last week over Warren Harding by 10 points to advance to this game. Mentor's defense overlooked much of the year because their offense has been putting up some big numbers. They are very good as well, a defensive front that gets after it and can shut down the run. They will be called upon tonight to do that against the Bulldogs. Well, we had a chance earlier in the week to sit down and talk with Canton McKinley head coach Brian Cross, and there are some very specific things that concern him about the Mentor Cardinals.
Offensively, what you see is a team that runs a play every 10 to 15 seconds, and that's very difficult to defend. Their quarterback manage their offense as good as anybody we've seen this year. They've got 3 or 4 wide receivers that can catch the football. They've got an offensive line that's good size. They're not gigantic, but they're good size. And defensively, they've been very stingy on defense. Their front four are as good as any front four we've seen. Their linebackers run well, and their secondary is aggressive. So they're a very good football team, and they've beat some very good football teams.
And you can tell, Greg, that Coach Cross a lot of respect for the Mentor Cardinals and what they've done this year.
Well, he really has to. It's a high-tempo offense. You got a lot of receivers in the mix. They get to the line of scrimmage very quick, and they make you cover every inch of the field defensively. So I guarantee the Bulldogs are going to have the work cut out for them tonight defensively.
And the Canton McKinley Bulldogs won the Division II regional final last week, beating Toledo Whitmer and really beating them pretty convincingly, 49-7. The Bulldogs led on the ground by Morgan Williams. He has been absolutely fantastic as we take a look at the McKinley Bulldogs. Morgan Williams has 5 touchdowns in each of the last 2 playoff games. That's right, 10 touchdowns over the last 2 weeks of the playoff. Morgan Williams, obviously a candidate for Mr. Football, run for over 2,000 yards this season, 30 touchdowns. The Canton McKinley Bulldog defense, very fast, very aggressive, and really has stepped it up later in the playoffs. Particularly last week, they shut down a very potent Whitmer offense, allowing only 7 points. We also had a chance to catch up with Steve Trevisano, the head coach for the Mentor Cardinals, and talk to him about the Canton McKinley Bulldogs, whom he respects a great deal.
First of all, it's a program I think is in this game every year. So every time I look, they're in this game. So obviously they have the great tradition they have there, and all the outstanding players they have. McKinley's McKinley. Coach Cross is a great coach and does a wonderful job with their running game. They're amazing. The Williams kid is he's a player. But in this time of year, you're going to face those kids week in and week out. We're going to try to slow them down. I don't think you can come anywhere near stopping them, so we'll try to slow them down a little bit and see if we can do the best. And then obviously their defense has been solid. I mean, you don't win 12 games without a very good defense. So, we're going to come out and give it an effort and try to get a W this week.
And Greg, Coach Trevisano obviously respects the program that is Canton McKinley Bulldog football.
Well, it certainly is a storied program. He's got a great tailback in Morgan Williams this year, who has 13 touchdowns rushing in the playoffs alone and 33 touchdowns on the year. When you look at his stats, they jump off the page. But he's going to get a Bulldog team that's physical, they're fast, and they have a great tailback, and they play solid defense. So it works for a great matchup tonight.
Yeah, and both of these teams respect each other a whole lot, both 12-1. And really, it's all on the line tonight. The winner gets a shot at the state championship game. That's what they started when they started back in June. That was the goal.
No doubt about it. And I guarantee neither team wants to be sitting next Saturday night. So they want to get it done tonight in advance. That's what it's all about.
Time to take a look at our Fort Rapids stars to watch. And we've seen a little bit of them, and we've talked a little bit about them. And for the Mentor Cardinals, Bart Tansky, just a junior, had a chance to talk to Coach Trevisano last year. He split reps as a quarterback as a sophomore, and he said, when this guy gets it, and he's going to get it, we're going to be something special. He was right on the money.
Well, he's very special. He's doing a great job giving the ball up to all the receivers that they have in that high-tempo offense. over 2,200 yards through the air and about 700 yards rushing. This guy can do it all, both on the ground and through the air, and he's going to have his work cut out for him tonight against a very quick McKinley defense.
And you look over at the Canton McKinley Bulldogs. We talked about him a little bit. Morgan Williams, he is something special, and the really special thing about him, tried to get him to talk about his running style all week long. He wanted to talk about his offensive line and the great job that they have done maturing.
You got to love a humble tailback. He's put up some great stats this year, but that doesn't come without great offensive line play. And he has to thank them. But I'll tell you what, again, his stats jump off the page. When you've got 2,400 yards and 33 touchdowns, that is impressive.
It should be a good one, and we have a fantastic state semifinal in Division I from Paul Brown Tiger Stadium here in Massillon. It's 12-1 Mentor against 12-1 Canton McKinley. We'll kick it off when we come back on Ohio's Big Game Saturday here on ONN. Welcome back to Paul Brown Tiger Stadium in Massillon, Ohio, along with former OSU quarterback Greg Fry. I'm Dave Bacon, and Greg, Mentor won the toss and elected to defer, and we're about set to get this underway.
Interesting they chose to defer. When you've got a high-profile offense like they have, you'd think sometimes they might want to take the ball in a situation like this, but they know they've got a long way to go tonight, so they're going to defer and be patient, let their defense come on the field first.
Great crowd here for the Division I state semifinals. Between the 10-yard lines on both sides packed, and you see the Mentor Cardinals ready to get it going. So are the Canton McKinley Bulldogs. So are we. Let's get going.
This could be a great one. I think you and I have been looking forward to this one all day long. And hey, weather conditions. It's perfect. It's late November. You're in Stark County, and the weather's ideal.
I know. Quite a contrast from a year ago when there was snow and rain and wind and everything coming at you.
Very much so.
So
but that's next week, though.
Exactly.
We still got a week to go.
And you never know in Northeast Ohio.
That's right.
Mentor will be wearing white. McKinley will be in the black, and we're set to get it going as Brian Harper tees it up. He will kick it away. Morgan Williams is back deep, along with Will Sheeler. Those are the two tailbacks for Canton McKinley. And Morgan Williams is as dangerous a return man as he is a running back. In the regional semifinals against Brunswick, he fielded a ball over his head and returned it 94 yards for a touchdown.
He's certainly special, and he's going to get plenty of touches tonight. I can assure you of that. Let's see if Mentor is willing to even kick to him.
And there you see the quarterback, Grimsley, for McKinley. Anxious to get his offense on the field. Dan Grimsley, a 2-year starter, and leads a very potent offense for the Bulldogs. But right now, it's Brian Harper teeing it up and ready to get it underway. Division I state semifinals. The winner heads to Canton Fawcett Stadium and a trip to the winner of Hilliard-Davidson and Coleraine. Harper drills it, and it's 9 yards deep in the end zone and out of the end zone. A little bit of adrenaline going, you think?
I think a lot of adrenaline. We talk about which guys get a kick it to. When you can do that, doesn't matter.
And that's a huge advantage for a defense. And you see, we've talked about the Bulldogs' offense, and it's a good one.
Well, they're strong up front, led by Drew McIntyre at the center position, Alex Lyon. Quarterback Dan Grimsley, 13 touchdowns through the air, 1 touchdown on the ground. And certainly Morgan Williams is the man to watch, number 23 at the tailback position. 2,400 yards coming in, 30 touchdowns on the ground, 2 receiving as well.
He is the deep back, and they play action. Grimsley tucks it under. Nice move at the 20, 25, and a good pickup by Dan Grimsley on first down. Made a nice move to pick up 8-9 yards.
He did, and he had his fullback open in the flat, and he also had number 87, Steve Laubacher, his tight end, coming across the field trailing, but he breaks the tackle, picks up 9 yards. That's a nice way to start.
And this Mentor defense has been very good, and they are strong up front. Madison DeMel in the middle do a real nice job. Their linebackers are very athletic. Adam Mays, middle linebacker, one of the leading tacklers. Defensive backfield has been creating turnovers in the playoffs. That's always a positive. Now, more of a straight-eye formation. George Tabron is the lead blocker there. Williams trying to bounce it outside, spins free, and they have a first down across the 35.
Well, number 9, Dan Kelly, came up and made the tackle and actually got the shoe of Morgan Williams, but he wasn't able to pull him down right away. See the ability he has to make defenders miss. Kelly got the shoe, but he didn't get the tackle.
And the other thing we saw is Tabron is a load as the lead blocker from the fullback position. He was at Canton Central Catholic last year, transferred over to McKinley this year, and he really has helped Morgan Williams a great deal.
Well, and at 6'2", 220, it's like having a guard basically as a fullback.
I formation again. This time, Sheeler is the deep back. They give it to Tabron, and he'll get out near the 40-yard line, picks up a couple.
You got to give the fullback some love. He's going to get plenty of carries tonight. That is Morgan Williams, but George Tabron not going to get a lot, but he will have a great job blocking ahead of him.
Pick up a 4, so it'll be 2nd down and 6. And McKinley seems to have good fullbacks all the time. Jamar Martin comes to mind. Played in the NFL, played with the Buckeyes.
If you're going to run an eye-oriented offense, you have to have a good fullback. That's a must.
Grimsley up under center. Tabron the lone back. They do a quick little pass, complete to Blair. Kenyard Blair, and he's out of bounds right near the 1st down marker.
Just a little 3-step hitch route there. Picks up about 6. Not quite enough to get the 1st down, but good rhythm by Dan Grimsley. Nice job. Gets his first completion of the night to Blair. And probably going to have a measurement, but I had a chance to talk to Brian Cross before the game, and you know he's like any coach facing an offense like Mentor. You really want to play keep away, and the best way to play keep away is to be very patient, moving the ball, give your tailback Morgan Williams a lot of carries, and certainly give him opportunities to make a big play.
And they'll carry the sticks all the way to the near sideline here where he went out of bounds to measure. And we see the McKinley coaching staff tells us it's a 1st down because couldn't see the ball, but coach immediately signaled the 1st down. Nice first drive for the Bulldogs.
Very nice opening drive. Moving the chains.
So the ball will be spotted at the 46-yard line of McKinley. 1st and 10. Just underway, and a couple 1st downs as the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 from the 46. I formation again. They give it to Williams. And nice pursuit that time by the Cardinals.
Very good pursuit by Mentor there. They lined up in a 6-1 defense there. They switched it up. They've been in a 4-3. That's their base defense. Came with a 6-1 look to try to confuse McKinley a little bit. You're going to see a host of white shirts get to the ball to take away the edge there by Morgan Williams, but not before he picks up about 2 yards.
Just short of the 49-yard line. And Bulldogs awaiting the play to be signaled in. Blair splits to the top of the screen. Lonnie Richardson to the bottom. They put Morgan Williams in the slot towards the bottom of the screen. Quick drop. Blair has it. Ball loose! And Mentor has it. Mentor has it at the 40.
Incomplete. Saying incomplete.
They rule it incomplete. A little bit of excitement there.
Well, they're throwing a hitch route to the formation into the sideline. You're going to have a soft corner there. Kenyard Blair catches the ball. But the ball's thrown to the upfield shoulder. Dangerous throw by Grimsley. A pretty good shot there. Jars the ball loose, but
Dan Kelly. I think that was a good call, though. I don't think he had possession of it.
That ball has got to be thrown to the other shoulder. If you throw it to the upfield shoulder, the receiver's going to get the ball and a helmet at the same time, and that's exactly what Dan Kelly did.
3rd down and 7 now for the Bulldogs. Right around midfield. Morgan Williams, the lone setback, and we get a timeout. Timeout on the field, 9:18 to go. And we are scoreless. It's the Division I state semifinal game from Paul Brown Tigers Stadium in Massillon. Welcome back to Paul Brown Tigers Stadium. The McKinley Bulldogs have picked up a couple of 1st downs. No touchdown yet, but they are now looking at a 3rd and 7 from the 49-yard line. All in all, pretty nice first drive just to get the rhythm of it. But now,
almost had a miscue there with the drop pass by Blair that could have potentially been a fumble. Really, McKinley calls timeout on 3rd and 7. They want to make sure they get in the right play.
Really, their first 3rd and long of the game.
That's right.
3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. Williams is the tailback. Play action. Grimsley deep, and he overshoots Blair. Pretty well covered.
Very well covered.
brings up a 4th and 7 in a punting situation.
Number 21, Steve Orcus, and number 24, Brandon Mack are going to be in the coverage here. He's trying to throw a little bit over-under. He's got 2 guys crossing underneath. He tries to go up top. I think a little bit ill-advised. He may have been able to throw to the short man, I believe it was Will Sheeler, on about a 5-yard dig that might have been able to pick up the first down, but Grimsley tries to go up top and does not quite connect.
Back to receive the kick for the Cardinals, Ryan Dugan and Mike Popoulos. Zach Campbell is the punter, and we get a flag. And
the Mentor players are cheering. It sounds like somebody moved on the front line for McKinley.
That'll back him up 5, and that'll cost him 5 yards of field position. So now 4th and 12, and Zach Campbell will back up just across his 30-yard line, and Popoulos and Dugan are at the 22 awaiting the kick. No real pressure. Nice kick by Campbell. Spiral. Fair catch called for by Popoulos, and he has it right at the 20-yard line. Mentor will take over, 1st and 10 from the 20, and we take a look at the Mentor offense.
Well, here we go. We're going to see what these guys are all about.
Offensive line led by Brady DeMel and Bednar. Tansky, junior quarterback, really makes the offense go. Bill Deitman, very effective running back out of that spread. And wide receivers, all big targets and all pretty decent hands. Very effective offense. There's the spread look. Orcus in motion. They roll out. Tansky has Orcus, and he can't come up with it.
When you watch the Mentor offense, you're going to see a lot of no huddle. They get to the line very quickly, very high tempo. You see the defense for Canton McKinley.
Defensive line, the middle guys, Darius Williams and Galen Roberson doing a nice job. George Tabor, the middle linebacker, and D.C. Alexander, an all-state selection last year. The DBs are also very quick, very athletic. Popoulos in motion, but they give it to Deitman, and Deitman spins and is brought down. Nice tackle by Will Sheeler.
Yeah, Will Sheeler came up. Great job there from his corner position, supporting and putting Deitman on the ground. And suddenly the drop pass on 1st down is putting Mentor in a 3rd and long situation.
And the Cardinals get to the line of scrimmage out of the shotgun. Shoots in motion, movement.
Got motion. I believe that's the right guard for Mentor. Flinched a little bit. And defensively, McKinley going with a man look there. They were playing aggressive. 8 in the box with a man look.
And instead of 3rd and 8, now you're looking at 3rd and 13 from back at the Cardinals' 16-yard line.
And see if McKinley wants to stay in this, or they're going to bluff man and drop back in zone.
Shoots in motion again. Tansky steps up, avoids some pressure, but loses his footing. Yeah. They're grabbing at it. Big play by the defensive line. Isaiah Gatlin, along with Thigpen, Martin Van Thigpen.
Gatlin and Thigpen are going to be the guys that really get the pressure, but this is coverage sack too. Nobody up and downfield. Tansky tries to step up in the pocket. He almost gets free, but I think he nearly lost the ball. He was trying to get out of there, and they had to make sure he held on to the football.
And now Tyler Schutz will line up in punt formation at his own 2. A nice kick by Schutz. High spiral. Drives Sheeler back to his 39. Fumble! And it's recovered by Mentor. Race Walmsley jumps on it. Was he in bounds is the question.
It sure looked like he was. His body was in bounds, it appeared.
Steve Trevisano in the corner of the screen says it.
Yeah.
Now the official says it. Race Walmsley, a huge special teams play for the Cardinals. Nice kick by Tyler Schutz, too, because it drove him back.
A great kick. Oh, he just bobbles that right away.
Nice play by Walmsley.
Walmsley right on the spot. Does a great job. Boxing out, really, to get the football.
50 yards in field position right there as they have possession of the ball at the 40-yard line of McKinley now. 1st and 10 after the special teams come up big for the Mentor Cardinals. 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, bunched together. Tansky keeps it. He follows Dykeman, and he'll get down near the 37.
Well, it's going to be an interesting chess match all night long defensively for McKinley. How are they going to match up? That time with trips, only 2 defenders out there. I'm sure the better coaching staff's going to keep an eye on that. And early in a game like this, you're trying to see what the defense is going to do. You're going to give them different looks and see how they're going to respond.
Shoots in motion. Tansky. Complete to Brandon James. He got his foot in. Nice job by Brandon James.
Very nice job by Brandon James, and a nice job by Bartansky. Really, they shift from a trips hook to a quads hook to the field, and they've got the outcut on the backside. You see him look off to the left. He knows the whole time this ball is going back to Brandon James because he's got single coverage.
Tell you what, you really see the difference in him late in the year as opposed to we saw him in the beginning of the year as well. The junior has really come into his own in the playoffs. 3rd down and 1 from the 31. Keeps it. Tansky, 1st down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Nice tackle by Jawan Snow.
Very nice tackle by Snow, but what I like about Tansky there, though, is Snow is in position to make the tackle. You'll see here, he's going to just give him a little bit to the inside. Doesn't give Snow a chance to make a head-on tackle and picks up the 1st down. Good elusiveness by Bartansky.
Same spread formation. Tansky keeps it again. No running with that. Wow. Tabron was the first one there, and then the Bulldogs were biting.
He's trying to follow number 51, Brad Bednar, coming around here, but good job, as you said. Tabron put a lick on him. You want to slow up this offense, you get some shots on the quarterback. That'll do it.
Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11 now for the Mentor Cardinals. Populus in motion. Tansky wants to throw, going for shoots. They trip, incomplete. Got tangled up with the defender. That's a good no call. D.C. Alexander, that's an outside linebacker in coverage there. Pretty good coverage, too.
It was good coverage, but it was the right read by Bartansky. He's got a man-to-man situation with D.C. Alexander. And this throw's got to be thrown a little bit more outside. He brings him inside, which is why you get the collision. Tyler Schutz had him, I think, by a step, but the ball needs to be thrown more outside.
3rd and 11. Now we get whistles. And I think we have a timeout. Timeout on the field, 6:22 to go, 1st quarter. The Division I state semifinals from Massillon were scoreless. Welcome back to Massillon in the Division I state semifinal game. We are scoreless with 6:21 to go in the 1st quarter, but the Mentor Cardinals with the ball 3rd and 11 from the 30-yard line of Canton McKinley. 4 wide receiver set, same spread formation for the Cardinals. It's balanced this time. And now Schutz motions. Tansky rolls that way. Over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Orcus. Good coverage by Brandon Mingo.
Great job by Brandon Mingo. They're going to sprint the wide side here. Trying to throw back against the grain to Orcus, and maybe he could have been caught. He's looking for a call, but not there. That's a tough throw. When your quarterback rolls to his left, he's got to throw all the way back against the grain like that.
Kevin Harper will line up and attempt a 47-yard field goal, and we saw him. He's got a pretty nice leg. Holder.
He's got enough leg, that's for sure.
Jimmy Thompson is the holder. Snap is good, set is good, and Harper's kick is just off the upright. Had the leg. But again, a nice job of moving the football, picking up a couple 1st downs, and really settling the pace of it down.
It was. Both teams, again, they're trying to feel each other out a little bit, but we do expect a lot of offense tonight, at least I do, and I think once these teams settle down a little bit offensively, you're going to see some movement.
So Dan Grimsley and the McKinley offense back on the field. They moved the ball, picked up a couple 1st downs on their initial possession. Williams has some room. 30. Breaks a tackle. 40. Out to the 43-yard line. And there's Morgan Williams. A nice tackle by Ryan Dugan. But not before a pickup of about 26 yards.
You can see the explosiveness. Just finds a little bit of a seam. Going to make a couple defenders miss. And Dugan does a nice job coming off the block. Great tackle. If Dugan does not make that tackle, I'm not sure anybody's going to get it. Grace Walmsley had a chance to get him and missed. And Dugan came off a block. Excellent job.
3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. And they give it ahead. And carrying the ball is Myrell Smith. And Myrell Smith, a nice job as he picks up a first down to the 44-yard line of Mentor.
Great job by Myrell. They split out number 23 Morgan Williams to the right-hand side. They're more of a decoy, and they still ran the ball up the middle. Good job getting a push by the offensive line from McKinley.
A little bit of a different look as Myrell Smith is the up back now for Morgan Williams. They give it to Morgan Williams. Cuts it inside and still going. Not near the first down marker again. Bulldogs getting it done on the ground.
I talked to Ryan Cross before the game, and he talked about his tailback and Morgan Williams. He definitely said he's a special kid. And, you got it back like this. You see his vision. He waits for the holes to open, and now watch the push. You see all the white shirts that got him, and he still gets an extra 2 or 3 yards downfield. That is what the great backs do.
Ball all the way down to the 33-yard line of Mentor. As the Bulldogs just chewing it up on the ground here this drive. Smith again is the up back. Morgan Williams is the tailback, and it's Williams again. This time down in the backfield. J.J. Lasik makes the play.
Great job by J.J. Lasik. Came off the block, kept his outside shoulder free. And you tackle Morgan Williams like that out in the open, that's doing a pretty good job. Really gets him by the shirt tail there and brings him down. And Adam Mays is coming in to help clean up as well.
And Williams a little shaken up on the play. They're looking at his foot there. Myrell Smith is in, as well as Will Sheeler. Sheeler over 600 yards rushing, so he's also a very capable tailback.
And he gets 8 yards to carry.
That time he runs into Adam Mays.
Adam Mays stepping up in the hole. Nice job, Adam.
So the Mentor Cardinals defense now stiffening up against the run.
Adam Mays, you can see, comes right through the block. Sean Whitehead was trying to make a block on Adam Mays. Not to happen. Adam Mays, good job as a linebacker, stepping up in the hole and not waiting on a block to get to you.
And now George Tabron comes back in as the fullback for Will Sheeler.
I think with Tabron going both ways, they got to spot him a little bit. You can't ask a kid to go both ways, fullback and linebacker, and take every snap. It doesn't work.
Especially against the type of offense that Mentor's running, because they're going to run him ragged on defense.
Yeah, and especially in the first half, they need to give Tabron some opportunity, at least get some rest on the sideline.
So it'll be a 3rd down and 11 from the 34-yard line of Mentor. I formation. Will Sheeler is still the deep back.
Got a mix-up.
Going for Tabron, incomplete off his hands. Brings up a 4th and 11, and interesting field position and a decision for Coach Cross.
Well, it appeared there was a mix-up on that play. Grimsley and Sheeler, I think there was some confusion in the backfield, but Grimsley still was able to bootleg out to his left, and he had Tabron open. Should have been caught.
So they will attempt a 51-yard field goal. As Zach Campbell will place the tee down at the 41-yard line. The holder is Tim Davis, the backup quarterback. Good snap, good set, kick. Has a chance, just a little short. So both teams missed long field goals. 3:18 to go in the first quarter. We're still scoreless. Division I state semifinal from Massillon. Welcome back to Massillon's Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. 1st and 10 from the 20 after the missed field goal. They give it to Deitman, and he is just hammered. George Tabron implants his name on Bill Deitman there.
Guess who? Well, he's been quite active so far already, and Deitman had no chance there. Tabron was waiting in the hole for him.
Loss of a yard, so it's 2nd and 11. Tansky has time. Incomplete. And fortunate there is good coverage.
Will Sheeler was at the corner on the play there. It's a good thing that ball was thrown low.
Yeah, he had jumped
Sheeler
around.
undercut that route. Trying to throw the outcut to Brandon James on the short side of the field. And Wheeler just sat on that.
So now 3rd and 11 from the 19-yard line for the Mentor Cardinals. Tansky going deep for James, overshoots him, incomplete. Pretty good coverage there.
Another great job of Will Sheeler. A little bit of contact at about 10 yards there, but he kept Brandon James from getting free and disrupted the rhythm of the route. That's the key.
And this offense is primarily based on rhythm routes, just the way they throw them, the way they use all of their receivers.
So it's clear they are not in a rhythm offensively just yet. Master McKinley's doing a nice job defensively, keeping them out of their rhythm.
Schutz is awaiting the snap at his 6. Sheeler and Morgan Williams are back deep off the side of his foot.
Got a flag!
Yeah, down by the kicker.
He was definitely knocked down. Now the question is going to be 5 yards. Tyler Schutz is getting up, limping a little bit. I think he took a pretty good shot here. Or he did a good job acting.
Wow.
Yeah, it's running into the kicker. I think that's a good call. He went down hard, which, if there's any contact, I mean, your punter, they know. They go down hard and try to get the call. And he limped off. He did a great job. Academy Award presentation.
So they get 5. It'll still be 4th and 6. And they decline it. So McKinley declines Mentor declines the penalty, and McKinley will get the ball at the 43-yard line. Want to remind you, these teams are playing for a right to appear in the Division I state championship game, and you can see all 6 state championship games next weekend starting at 11 a.m. right here on ONN. Division 6 through 1 next Friday and Saturday. The only place you can see them live right here on ONN. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. And they give the ball to Sheeler. He's run down from behind, but not until he picks up 5 yards. Nice run by Sheeler.
And Adam Mays came from the backside to make that tackle. That's a good thing because it certainly appeared that Sheeler was going to get the edge there. Tabron was the lead blocker and was tracked down by the backside. Great job by Adam Mays.
They'll give him 6, so it'll be 2nd down and 4. Again, McKinley out near midfield with the football and actually winning the battle of field position.
McKinley's moving the ball on the ground.
Shotgun formation, they put Williams in motion.
Same play going the other way, nope.
Play action going deep. Incomplete, a diving attempt. And Richardson couldn't come up with it.
Lonnie Richardson, they basically faked the same play going to the wide side of the field. They faked to Morgan Williams, and they had Lonnie Richardson on a post on the backside, and he was open. He got behind the Mentor secondary, and off his fingertips, not quite able to pull that one in.
So it's 3rd and 4 from the 49 of the Bulldogs as we approach 1:40, actually 1:45 remaining in the first quarter. Shotgun formation, same formation. They motion Williams. Grimsley keeps it, first down, 45, nice cut, inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Dan Kelly with the tackle.
Well, they lined up in the same formation as the last two plays, and they faked it to Morgan Williams, and you can see how much respect the Mentor defense has for Morgan Williams. Grimsley makes the fake, and he keeps it up in the hole. Great job picking up the first down, and Dan Kelly, number 9, comes up in the safety position to make the tackle.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. High formation, Williams. Down to the 35, pickup of about 3.
Just trying to run the ISO, but the linebacking crew and really the defensive line for Mentor held their ground there. Not a lot of push by the offensive line of McKinley on this play. You can see the host of white shirts. Shane Motor in there as well, number 46.
So it'll be 2nd and 7 from Mentor's 35. Richard Curtis is in the game. He's split out to the top of the screen. Play action.
Post again.
Going for Blair. He's got it. Inside the 10. Down to the 7. Kenyon Blair. A little bit of a post route. Delivered real nicely by Grimsley.
Well, they came back to it because they had it open a couple plays ago with Lonnie Richardson. It didn't quite connect, but when you got it back, and really I think what McKinley's doing right now is using Morgan Williams as a decoy. He's not getting a whole lot of carries. You see the play action fake here going up top on the post. And a nice throw. Kenyon Blair takes it all the way down inside the 10-yard line to the 6.
And we have a timeout on the field by Mentor. 33 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Want to remind you, following our game tonight, all the state semifinal action from tonight, you can see the highlights on the Grange Insurance Sports site. Tune in as Dan, JJ, and Jerry will have all the highlights from all across the state, and they will set up those state championship matchups tonight. You can see those games next weekend right here on ONN, but after our game tonight, Grange Insurance Sports site, Dan Grimsley, heck of a throw.
Very good throw. And the crew will also be doing the same show next week from the site at Canton.
Yeah, right.
Ready game day.
Right in front of the Hall of Fame.
That's right in front of the Hall of Fame. Last year they were there. It was a little bit cold. I'm sure they're rooting for a little bit warmer weather this year.
They may have to build a bonfire just like last year.
That's right. But I like what McKinley's doing offensively. You know Morgan Williams is going to get his carries as the game progresses, but they're really using him a lot as a decoy. We've seen a lot of George DeBron. We see Kenyon Blair, Lonnie Richardson, both on post patterns. We've seen a lot of Will Sheeler so far. And Grimsley is doing a nice job throwing the ball and distributing it to the other players.
Power I. Morrell Smith and Tabron in front of Morgan Williams. Tabron gets it, spins inside the 5, down near the 4.
That's a tough 2 yards, no doubt. Fred Hale, Brady Tamel, Steve Mattis all in on the play. But Tabron gets he earned 2 yards there. Maybe 1.5, but we'll give him 2 for the effort.
So it'll be 2nd and goal from, we'll call it the 4. They'll go with the same power I. And they won't get the playoff. We've come to the end of the first quarter. We are scoreless, but the Bulldogs are growling. 2nd and goal from the 4. It's Ohio's big game, the Division I state semifinals. Welcome back, and you see Lonnie Richardson working out the kinks of the shoulder there as the Bulldogs offense is real impressive that first quarter. No points on the board, but it has been played in Mentor territory the whole first quarter, basically.
Well, they've controlled the tempo of this game so far, which is what Brian Cross really wants to do. He wants to disrupt that Mentor offense, and he's done a very good job of that so far in the first quarter. But we got a long way to go. Important thing here is to come away with 7 points. You don't want to get down there and get 3 when you're playing Mentor.
2nd and goal from the 4, and we see the power I again.
Play action for Williams.
Williams. And he is stood up and he'll get down about the 2. Picked up 2 more. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 2.
A very good initial surge, but that front 4 for Mentor. You can see right here, they're waiting on him.
Nice job by the middle linebacker,
Adam Mays, that's right. Now it's not quite to the 2-yard line. If you pound it again, it's going to be tough sledding for Morgan Williams to get all the way to the end zone.
3rd and goal from the 2. Same formation. Williams again. Mays gets penetration, but Williams still going. And he's going to be inside the 1. 4th and goal from inside the 1.
Well, Adam Mays got penetration there and disrupted the route by Morgan Williams. But you're going to see Morgan Williams here keeps going. His feet keep churning. They think they got him down, and he keeps surging. Almost gets to the end zone.
Iowa and Illinois among the teams that are recruiting him.
Well, if he can go up over the top, I think you give it to him again and let him jump over.
Bulldogs go for it on 4th and goal from inside the 1. Williams.
Second effort.
In. Nice job by Morgan Williams as he crosses the goal line to give the Bulldogs the 6-0 lead.
Well, that shows a lot of confidence. They were committed to the 6-yard line in. They were going to run the ball 4 times in a row. And it pays off on 4th down. Morgan Williams, they run the ISO twice to the right. They come back to the left. It really is not there. Pretty good job defensively. Number of players in there. Brandon Mack tries to make the tackle, but not enough to stop Morgan Williams.
So Zach Campbell will try to add the point after to make it a 7-0 lead. Snap is good, set is good. And it's right down the middle, 7-0. McKinley leads Mentor. And Greg, we have touched on it. McKinley's offense has really been clicking, particularly on the run side of things, and it's been like that pretty much all playoffs long.
Well, it really has. He's got 13, now has 14 touchdowns in the playoffs, 13 coming into this game in only 3 games, which is quite impressive. And, you know, really, he's the finisher. When I looked at their stats, I thought it was just all about Morgan Williams, but it's not. I mean, we've seen tonight, everybody else is doing their part. All the other skill players are doing their part, and the offensive line is getting it done so far.
Let's hear what the Bulldogs have to say about their offense.
We got a great line. They're blocking well right now. I'm just finding holes, and we got great receivers that can catch the ball.
We got the best running back in the state. We all offensive line. We all come off the ball, try to give him a hole so he can run. Because once Morgan breaks through, it means he's going to run forever.
And you get a little bit of the sense the linemen really respect Morgan Williams, particularly. You can't talk to him without him crediting his offensive line.
Well, you can just see on Drew McIntyre's face there, the linemen appreciate it when your back breaks a big play. They get a huge thrill out of it. They don't get a lot of the notoriety that certainly the tailback's going to get in an offense like this, but those guys will get a big smile on their face when they see him running, when they see his back running the other direction. That's what they want.
7-0 after the Morgan Williams touchdown run, and now Zach Campbell tees it up and will kick it away. And Ryan Dugan is back deep with Populus, and it's going to be Populus from the 2. 20, and out across the 25-yard line.